Alright, y'all. I'm gonna wait for people to come in. And I need to talk. I need to talk, okay? Tell you about my morning. Sorry about the lighting. I don't know why it's acting crazy. Ain't no telling. Probably just another obstacle. Another something. Hey, for me. Trying to wait for people to come in. Alright, like it's 10 people in. Y'all hit the thumbs up button as you coming in. I appreciate it. I need to talk, y'all. Like I tell you, it seems like, and this is my thing, a lot of people may say this and it's not true for a lot of people, but I know I am a good person. And they always say the ones that try to do right are the people that is genuinely a good person have the hardest times. They always say that, have the hardest times. Those of you that's been following me with Amazon, how many was in the live stream November 11th when my Amazon app crashed? I was out in the cold. I think it took me like 30 minutes away. I was out in the cold and my app crashed. And I had to call Amazon support 2 different times. And they told me I had to deliver my packages on my own. Meaning I had to put the addresses into my GPS system. They deactivated me this morning. On Saturday, I received a message on my Amazon account saying my account was at risk. The packages I delivered, there was 4 that could not be delivered because they was in a gated community. Those of you that was on my live stream, a gated community. And I'm glad I went live. I'm glad I went live because everything is on my live. I contacted them Saturday. They played around, they bounced me around, bounced me around, bounced me around. The guy gonna tell me I'm gonna make an exception. He took one of the negative remarks off. It was one saying delivery and one saying I didn't return 7 packages. So once he did that, I'm like, I didn't do anything. What you mean make an exception? Sunday come around. I kept trying to contact them, Oh, we're going to send the ticket off. We're going to, it's going to be 24 to 48 hours. I had a shift today. I get up this morning to my whole freaking account deactivated. I contact them before I can even finish telling them what was going on. She stops me and say, I created another ticket. Give it 24 to 48 hours. You'll hear back from us. I received an email telling me to take my Amazon vest and recycle it. I have video of me returning the 4 packages for the gated community. I have my pictures of each delivery I had to deliver on my own. I took pictures myself. I tell you, I keep receipts. I took those pictures even before the representative told me. Now, the third representative was supposed to mark my packages as delivered and mark the 4 packages that I took back to the facility as undelivered and returned. He didn't do it. But I tell y'all how, I don't know what it is. In my faith, we don't believe in being able to read people or read stuff. We don't believe in that, okay, in my faith. But when I tell you, it's like I have an ability. If y'all, who was in that live screen November 11 when my app crashed, I said, I don't want to get deactivated. It was so hard for me to get put on here. And I also said, I was going to finish my shift, no matter what. And I also said something wasn't right with the 2 representatives. When I got them, it was like, okay, I'm going to give you an example. Say somebody pulling a prank on you. Say you in your bedroom watching TV. And say somebody is in another room changing the TV. Y'all know y'all done saw it. And you may look up and say, I may tell one of the kids, are you changing my TV? And just say OJ, because he'll be the one. He come and say, I don't know what you're talking about. When I called them, the 2 representatives was like they already knew. So I'm like, it didn't sit right with me how they was acting. You know what I'm saying? It didn't sit right with me. And I'm just like, I've shed my tears this morning for the fact of I don't always understand how it feels like people can just make decisions and do things and snatch things from people for no reason. I'm being punished because Amazon support didn't do what they were supposed to do. Even with how Oronde was able to get on Amazon Flex from putting on an application earlier this year, when I put one in 2019 and been waiting for the bill of this facility. But yet he got on first. And we are 2 different people. It seems like the people that is always genuine and caring about others and trying not to, just being kind and loving towards others, we always get the messy end of the stick. It seems like just everything, and we get blessings, but it's like, why you gotta go through so much just to see the blessing eventually? I said, well, maybe God sees something that I don't see. Maybe God sees something down the road, because y'all know I was working every day. And I was telling y'all I was tired, which I was tired. What if God sees something down the road? I wanted Amazon Flex so bad. And I'm just telling myself, I gotta hold on to something. I gotta hold on to something. And the only thing I can hold on to now is maybe God sees something that I don't see. But it seems like every time I grab a little bit of happiness about something, it get taken. It get taken. And I don't always understand it. It makes you want to go out there and just be free and just have no conscience and stuff like other people. It makes you want to do that because it seems like the people that can do the most devilment and stuff and don't have a conscience and could care less are the people that always succeed. That's what it feels like. I was happy about my little job. I was out there in the cold. Them nights that it was down in the freezer, I was out there and I got those packages out. And somebody can sit at home on a remote job and sit there and just end your whole little thing, and there's nothing you can do about it. I also said this. Y'all know I've always talked about having my own little nursery. These things came to me this morning after I had my upsetting moments. That, hey, this is just, you done worked so many jobs. I done been on so many jobs. I've never got fired from now one of them. I chose to quit. God is my witness. Never been fired. I know I work, but I do better being my own boss. And maybe it's time that, when you're doing gig work and stuff, you are your own boss to a certain extent, though. Because you always have that company you working for that can deactivate you at any time. People that is me, let me tell y'all something. The other day, I went on up the, it's not far, but my side of town, there was I guess a family that was set up. And y'all know I used to do the flea markets. I used to set up at the flea markets. But I started seeing this big lot, and I would see so many tables and stuff out there. And I said, I want to go and see if, how you could set up here, because it's closer to my house. When I got there, hey, how you doing? All this. But the minute I asked, how do you set up here? The woman, which is one of us, this is my family land. I mean, she was just the rudest thing. Most of her merchandise, I recognize it. It came probably from up there in Chinatown in New York, because I done been up there several times. Nobody never goes to this. You don't see people there buying stuff from them. I see why. Her attitude towards me, and I just asked a simple question. She told me, you can go set up on 258. That's what her words was. I said, that's the flea market. I used to set up there. I looked around at her stuff, and I'm like, okay, this look just like Chinatown from New York. This is why people ain't buying. Now, in my mind, you don't handle business that way. You don't be rude. You don't handle business that way. Could maybe I have bought her some business? Sure. Because I've been in several of my own businesses. It's just hard finding a place to set up. Sure, probably could. But it's the rudeness. It's like every time I turn around, you being nice and stuff, and people just able to just make you just look at you and say, oh yeah, this somebody I can be mean to. This somebody I can, what Amazon Flex did, how that lady reacted. I just try to hold on to the fact that maybe this is God's way of saying that wasn't for you. That was what you wanted to do, but that ain't what I want you to do. Maybe that's it. Because I honestly didn't do anything wrong. And most of you that was in that live stream, I delivered my packages. I went through hell delivering them packages. In the cold. But let me tell you this. Oronde got a thing on his account to say he didn't return a package when he did. His account never went into bad standings. He is not deactivated. I had somebody that come in one of them old trolls came into my account a couple months ago and said, why everything, if you have so many problems, that means the problem with you. That's not the case. That's not the case. Not for everybody. Probably for a lot of people. Now I can tell you, and if God would come down from heaven, he would tell you, I'm not perfect, but I do not sit around, and I wasn't raised that way. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't raised to be mean and hurtful towards people. I wasn't. But it seems like those are the people I attract. Well, they say opposites attract, right? It seems like those are the people that I attract. Those are the people that flocks to me. I come on this platform, people take my content, and then they want to come out and act like it's okay. It's like I am a human being that's supposed to be stepped on whichever way. People are supposed to twist and turn me every which way but loose. That's what it seemed like. And it's been like that all my life. When I was in school, I had to fight my way through elementary, middle, and high school. People would just look and say, I don't like you. And sometimes I ask God, why? Why? Literally, why? So the only thing I can hold on to now is maybe he sees something that I can't see. I know I was working, taking every shift I could take. Maybe that's me tiring myself down. I had to deal with a lot of beware of dogs everywhere, you know. Or simply being on the road driving. Accident or anything. It seems, I don't think I can just hold on to it. This happened for a reason that's way beyond me. Because like I said, if y'all was in the ones that was in my live streams, you know. And then just to be deactivated like that, like, I don't get it. I literally don't get it. Every which way I go. Every which way I go. So that's how my morning. It started this weekend. I did have so much footage, I deleted every bit of it this morning. I didn't even feel like editing. I deleted every bit of my footage this morning. God is my witness. Every bit of it. I didn't even feel like editing. I don't know. I literally don't know. The only thing came to my mind is you supposed to be your own boss. That came to my mind this morning as if like something was telling me, you're not getting it. You supposed to be your own boss. Well, can't nobody deactivate you. Can't nobody do this. That's what kept coming to me as I was crying. Because that hurts. My mind was saying, you supposed to be your own boss. When I deleted that footage I had a lot of footage. So it was like, you said you was doing all live screens. Take that stress off you and go live. I'm going to tell you something else I've noticed. How am I filming footage? And exactly the content I'm filming. It's like people know what I'm about to put out before I put out. How is that? One of y'all had told me a long time ago, a couple years ago. I remember a lot. I remember things from my childhood, from when I was 6, 7 years old. I remember a lot. Somebody had told me they're listening. And I have mentioned to y'all for a couple years now, how do people know what I'm going to put out? Because I'm going to be honest. I started thinking that maybe it was leaked from in the inside. I don't know. I don't know. I literally don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's just almost like I got to get out of character just to succeed. That's what it seemed like. I have to get out of character, not be the person I was raised to be, just to succeed. And I would not do that. I have gotten out of character. I have allowed people to get me out of character. But knowing that my granny and my uncle didn't raise me like that, and it's not who I am, I refuse to. I refuse to do the things that is of the way of the world just to succeed. If I don't succeed, I just won't do it. I just won't succeed. Because it seems like that is the only way you can make it in this world. That's what it seemed like. Well, for me. I try to support others and stuff, but who supports me? Who truly supports me? Who motivate me to even get on here? Nobody but God and my kids. And they motivate me in the way that I want to show them what fighting and succeeding is. But it's hard when you getting twisted around like you on a ceiling fan or something. The more you try to do, the more it seems like, I've told y'all this for a while, seems like it's somebody praying on my downfall. That's exactly what it seems like. People get mad because I don't let them walk over me. It's so many people on here mad because over the last couple years, I have told about them taking my content. You taking my content and won't even acknowledge me. And you mad because I say something? That's like, let me walk up and slap you in the face and you don't defend yourself. You better not say nothing. I'm going to hit you every day. Or I'm going to come and I'm going to take your money every day and you better not say nothing. That's what that is. And if you say something, it's a problem. But I can't do what they do to me. In good conscience, I can't. I can't. I can't. As much as I want to give up, I know I can't do that neither. But those of you that's been following me, you know I have went through hell. You know I've had people come on my channel and try to talk about voodoo and all that type of stuff. They have tried to bring me down in so many ways over the last, because I won't allow you to run over me. All type of mess. All type of mess. And then to have a company as big as Amazon to do this, when I know I did everything right. Everything. Even with me having proof that the packages was delivered by the pictures I took and everything. No matter what I did, it was like it was just impossible not to get deactivated. And the only thing I could say is maybe God sees something I cannot see. Maybe he's looking out for me in some type of way. But I don't know for sure. I don't know for sure. I don't know. And I'm not sure if y'all feel what I'm saying. I don't know if other people has experienced the same things I'm talking about. A lot of time the evil ones, they don't experience stuff like that. The ones that keeping up stuff and doing stuff and don't have a they don't experience things like that. And from my understanding is because they working for the devil. He already have them. But y'all know I liked it, that job. I liked it more than any of the other gig jobs I have. And it took so much to get put on. And I waited years to get put on. In less than 2 weeks, it's gone. It's gone. And I can feel it in my spirit right now. I have some people in this live screen laughing. I told you I can feel things. I'm an empath. I can feel things. You don't have to be in front of me. I can feel things and I get a feeling. I get a feeling. I know it's some of y'all in here right now laughing. Oh, you tickle, it's tickling your soul. But it's all right. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. It's literally all right. I'm going to see y'all comments and I'm not going to hold y'all too long. Okay? Hey, La Familia. Tamika. Christiel. Christiel, you one of the ones that's been leaving comments starring crap. I remember names. You one of the ones that's been leaving comments. You know what? Alright. Okay. Hey, La Familia. Hey, PNG. Hey, my Renaissance grandma. Hey, the Stable Homestead. Tonya, hey. Hey, virtuous woman. You know what? Sometimes people are so stupid. Now, y'all remember that account? It's on my community post. Melba something. We couldn't understand what the heck they was talking about. These are the type of accounts that many of you have witnessed since 2021. 2021 is when it started. Crystal L, whatever it is. Now let me back up. Since Crystal, you want to be in here because I know you part of it. Whoever you are. The Melba, then I had an account called Compassion Grows. Now y'all listen to me and follow me. Some of you that's been in my live streams for a long time, my Renaissance grandma, all y'all gonna understand what I'm finna say. I went back the other day when this account called Compassion Grows came under one of my videos. And it was the account where I was talking about this older lady that's been copying my content, saying little slick stuff or whatnot. And Compassion Grows account, it's an account with Compassion Grows, that's the name of it, said, you're not as smart as you think you are, but more like me and preserving or something like that. Now listen to the beginning of it. You're not as smart as you think you are, but more. So that tells you that's a person that really don't care for me, because who tells somebody something like that? Then they told me they was a retired Air Force or something like that, and they was born in 61. There was no reason to tell me when you was born, other than in the video, in the live screen, I said that the older lady, I was asking, why are you copying me? You're not even acknowledging me. That would be a difference. And I said, you old enough to be my grandma. Well, actually, she's not old enough to be my grandma. If she's in her 60s, my mama is 55. Okay? So, do the math. My biological mom is 55. Do the math. Okay? So, if you're in your 60s, you'll be old enough to be my mama. You could have been. Okay? So, I gave that. So, this person, Compassion Grows, came in and gave me, I was born in 61. I'm saying to myself, the only reason why you telling me that is if you this other channel. Now mind you, the channel that's been doing the picking said that they used to have a channel and that somebody was copying her and that she took the channel down and she started a new one this year after figuring out some stuff. So I hope you following what I'm saying. Now I went back to my my Gmail account, because I remember Compassion Grows' name. Hadn't seen it in a long time, but I remember that name used to come in, and she used to leave good comments. And then one time she switched up on me real quick, like she just She just came at me. I blocked her. I blocked her. When I blocked her, I didn't hear nothing else from her or nothing until a couple weeks ago. When that account, now, when I went into my Gmail and got the messages that Compassion Grows, I got the proof. Left. They are in my Gmail account from 2023, 2024. When you click on it, it'll take you to the page. It say the page no longer exists. So that means you created another account using the same name, Compassion Grows, to get my attention, but none of my subscribers know what's going on. And then you commented on a video that is about another lady that is purposely analyzing everything I do and going, making it her own and laughing about it. So when you put two to two together, let me just scroll up real quick. Then we're going to get to Krista, whatever. When you put two to two together, is there anybody in the comments that just put this puzzle together? Why would Compassion Grows pop up? Had to create another account to pop up. Because I blocked the original one and I have the messages from 2023 and 2020 showing that account, that it was an account Compassion Grows was in my comment section. You create another one and you answer the questions that I'm asking this individual to why you're doing this. You're answering the questions. I have the screenshots of that too. Okay. This lady, I don't know what her problem is. From my understanding, I understand things that we're from the same faith, but that do not. I don't care how much a person act like they are a Christian. Because, honey, you know Jehovah is watching you. And you know very well what you're doing. Now, you leave out and you go to the meetings on Sundays. And if you do the meeting during the week. But you know very well what you're doing. You know very well what you're doing. But this has happened many times with people. I told y'all. How many of y'all remember me saying, I'm not watching that channel? The last time I talked about it, I said, I'm not watching that channel. And I said, watch somebody get very, very, very spiffy when they catch me not paying them any attention. They come in my comment section. What did Crystal just do? Because I'm not paying you no attention and bringing the attention to you, even though you constantly picking. Now you come, or some of your cronies or whatever is in my comment advertising your channel. But you know what the stupid part is? I have people that's genuine for me on this channel. May not be many. But you didn't do nothing but set yourself up to let people know MGL ain't lying. Did you think that much? The one Compassion Grow that left me that message. You ain't as smart as you think you are. Ding, 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 ding. That tells me you doing some trickery. That tells me you doing some trickery. The underlight say, you said, I said it. Because this is the same thing they do when I go by my business. Not bothering the people that I done had issues with or is taking my content. Somebody come up and start throwing their names in the chat. Because they can't get me to verbally say it. And I told you, I said, just wait for it. Wait for it. Now, let's go up here to Crystal. Now, I don't know. Because I ain't been over there. But I am going to go check. I am going to go check. Since Crystal want to put in here and say she was talking about cod liver. Well, I know what you're talking about. How many people was in that live stream when I was doing, I might have been doing Instacart or DoorDash. And it took me, it was Instacart, I think. It took me all the way to New Bern. And y'all was in, I said when I got there, it was a questionable name. It was that live stream. We had a good old time. Y'all told me about duck flour. Y'all told me about cod liver. We talked about castor oil and all that stuff. And then that Marcus Ferris account came in. And y'all got on Marcus. Y'all told he wanted some fried fish. The one that's either the I and the G forms. That account is mimicking, or either it's them, I don't know, is mimicking that man. Okay. How many of y'all was in that live stream when he came in? Because we were laughing. We said he came in with some mess and y'all jumped in. Y'all was like, yeah, go get you some cod liver and some. So if this lady is over there talking about it, Crystal just made it. Crystal just brought it to the attention. The proof is in the pudding. People love coming over here and taking from MGL and running back and doing it, making it their own. Now, mind you, this is the problem I've had with that lady. She said somebody was copying her videos. The reason why she took it down. Then why the hell is you doing it to me? Or was the setup was, let me copy her so much, and then I come out and say she's copying me? Because people want me in the same boat as them. If I say you taking my content and everybody can see it, they got to try to flip it to say MGL is doing the same thing. There's some twisted-minded people in this world. It is. And some don't think. Some don't think. That account Compassion Grows, you told on yourself. You let me know that that lady is probably Compassion Grows, because everything add up. That lady said she used to have a channel. She deleted it. People had a lot of videos and somebody was copying her videos. That's what she said on her channel. And then I'm talking about, don't even know this lady. And then you're going to come and answer questions that I had for her on the Compassion Grows, which is an account that got spiffy with me a couple years ago. That means Compassion Grows 9 times out of 10 could be the same person behind that account. And lady, you too old for that. I have not done nothing to you. I don't even know you. But I'm pretty sure you linked to a couple of more YouTubers on this platform. There is one that talk about that other channel that somebody been impersonating or whatever. There is a man that talks about this channel from up there. I know exactly where he will fish at, because I've been all up and through Pennsylvania and New York. Didn't think I knew that. Is that your brother? Is you gonna sit over here and pick with me while he pick with the other Mississippi family? Oh, didn't think I knew that. Oronde is from New York, born and raised, and he got family in Pennsylvania. I've been all up through there. All up through there. So when I see certain areas, I know. I know. Y'all sitting back and you too old for this. You're not even in my... You're not even... What's the word? You're not even in my generation. Like, why? 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 And the fact that you showing people, yeah, you said he need that duck flour. So whatever this person is, y'all are like, you're both doing the same stuff and eating healthy. You know what? I'm going to say this. I'm going to be done with it. Not going back and forth with somebody that's got googly eyes as a profile picture. I'm going to say this. Timestamps and dates of published videos don't lie. At this point, I don't care. That's why I hadn't been taking out comments. I'm looking at this. If y'all want to leave 50 million comments, say what you want. I'm going to get my coin. See, comments help the channel. So say what you want. I've been literally depriving myself by taking out all comments. And I was wondering why these other channels leave their negative comments in and stuff. Because they getting their coin. And MGL about to get her coin. How about that? So say what you want. Say what you want. Say whatever it is you want. And I welcome advertisement. I do. That says you're going to be smart enough to understand why I'm welcoming you coming in doing exactly what you're doing. See, I thought this thing out. Well, MGL, they take your comment and your content and they hide behind it. Because you won't say their names no more. So if they come in with their little friends and they advertise, they telling on themselves. Because when the real honey buns go and watch, you should be able to pick up right then. Yup, MGL all day. And since it seems like when I film, I don't know if Google is doing it or what. It seems like people know exactly what I'm going to put out. But with so much stuff that I have to do, I can't edit my videos on time. And something said this morning. I keep saying something said because it seemed like something be just throwing stuff in my head. Was like, and I'm going to be honest. It was like, that's your fault. Because you said you wasn't going to film. You was going to do all lives. Had you did all live screens, they cannot. Don't say it out loud. Don't write it down. Keep it up here. Put it into the app when I get ready to go live. That way, nobody know what to expect until it's there. Now, is that going to stop them? No. But at least the true people, the people that do not deal with individuals that do things like that, maybe they'll be able to see. And also, content creators that are genuine. Look at what I go through and know how to better yourself. Look at what I go through on this platform and take advice from that on how to better yourself as a content creator. Because I'm going through the hell on the platform for you. It should be a piece of cake for those of you that is also content creators that's been dealt with stuff. It should be a piece of cake for you. Because MGL already getting twisted and turned like a ceiling fan. Getting twisted and turned every which way but loose. So, it's funny how I can read these individuals that's way older than me and think they so smart. Let me ask you something. I did think of this. Lady, do you think you're teaching me a lesson or something? Did I call out one of your friends or something for our family members or something for copying me and you done said I'm going to teach her a lesson? I'm going to teach her that she can't stop nothing. Is that what this is? Because I'm familiar with them, with the older group from my upbringing that have that type of mentality. Think you gonna teach a younger person something because you want to be devilish. Is that what this is? Is that what this is? You're not teaching me nothing because you ain't right. If you ain't coming right, you can't teach me nothing. Sometimes you gotta watch who trying to teach you something, because that don't mean they mean you well. If you show me that you are an individual that ain't coming correct, you can't teach me nothing. But I thought about it, I was like, this seemed like it's a situation of She can't, and it's been said in my comment section, you can't stop nobody. But then the crazy thing is, the stupid thing is, you acknowledge that it's happening. That's the sad part. You are acknowledging that I'm being copied. You're acknowledging that. And then telling me there's nothing I can do about it. You're right. But God is watching. That's the only thing I got to hold on to. Is God is watching. So continue with your whatever sound you make when you know you finna say something. Continue with it. Continue with it. I wish you well. I am not going to miss out on my blessings by disrespecting you, because you are my elder. I'm not going to do that. Okay? You say I'm not as smart as Compassion Growth account. I'm not as smart as I think I am. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. That's all I can say. You know? That's all I can say. As for Crystal L, and Melba Moore, and Compassion Grows, these are the accounts. Y'all came for me. Y'all have came for me. I wish y'all well. I wish each and every one of you well. You can say whatever you want to say. But God got the final say. About everything. And I will not allow, because I've done it. I've gotten out of character for a couple years. And it seems like the more I try to get close to God, the more these devils lay it on thick. Because I'm imperfect. And I will snap. But is it worth it? I had to learn this. Is it worth it? No. Because they just going to do it even more and even more. And I'm going to be moving further away from God. So is it worth it? No, it's not. It's not. So continue on. Have your fun. Have your fun, you know? Hey, Liz. So Liz is my friend, my actual friend that's here. Hey, honey, how you doing? How you doing? Thank you for coming in. Liz knows me. She knows me better than any of y'all that's on here. That's all I'm going to say. And I said I wasn't going to watch you, the older lady. I'm going to catch up. I'm going to try to catch up on your videos today. How about that? That's what you want, right? You want the attention. You want to come. So go ahead and create some more. And I'll probably watch you, okay? But I'm going to tell you this. You better watch Jehovah. And you know that I know. You know that I know. If you're a true Jehovah Witness, you know that I know. But this is what I told y'all, and I've told y'all this for years. I was taught like this. God gonna clean out his house first. How many of y'all done heard that saying? If you've been around the older people, you probably done heard that. God gonna clean out his house first. That's why I tell you, I'm not perfect. I am not, I am not, you know, and I get the little messages. Ain't nobody gonna ask me, am I baptized in my religion and stuff, unless it's somebody that's actually in my religion. So I know it's been you on the fake accounts. Yeah, we all the same. I know when you say we're going to the meetings, that's what we call the meetings, the Sunday meetings, or the Wednesday night or Thursday night meeting, whatever night your weekly meetings is. You might catch your weekly. Up north do on a Monday?
No. Well, in New York, my friend's mother, they did theirs on Monday.
On Monday.
But,
yeah. So I know, honey. I grew up, that's my religion, that's my faith. I grew up, I don't have to be baptized neither to know Jehovah. So, yeah, I don't have to be baptized to know Jehovah. It's truly a catch-22. It's disrespectful on one end, and the other end is your channel has everything from A to Z, and it's quite entertaining and informative. What's disrespectful though? I'm sorry, I'm not. What's disrespectful? You said it's disrespectful on one end. Hey boo, it's one thing to find inspiration from someone, another thing to copy someone's hard work and steal their idea. You know what, Liz? Yes, baby, it is. And you know what the crazy thing is? The kids had a, let me see, it's, Kylie has, she's taken, was it your digital class? Where the teacher kept talking about copying people and not acknowledging them.
Yeah, digital literacy.
So, they was talking about plagiarism and stuff. But the teacher went even deeper into, if you like, a content creator. She made an example of content creators. And if you're copying someone's content or taking ideas and you're not acknowledging them, they was actually teaching the kids how that is not right. So I don't care how people look at it and maybe try to, it's still not right as a human being. And I expect people, especially people that's old enough to be my elders, I expect them to do the right thing. But before I started watching her, she was taking everything, downing things. From where I saw, and it might be other stuff, but where I saw, it started with the ham hocks. And y'all know how long that's been that I did the ham hocks. And it just trickled from there. But you ain't going to catch it unless you want. And I watched her faithfully. I liked it. It was calm and it was this. But see, everything that looks good may not be. But that's all right, though. I knew it was going to happen. And they did exactly what I told y'all They do it every time. The minute they see I'm unbothered, I'm not this, y'all have witnessed. Y'all have witnessed people coming in my stuff. Different little things. Now I'm gonna tell you this. I guess I'm over there editing her videos to make her videos be mine. Is that not, when a person does that, is that not them doing it? Or am I doing it? So I say, let me go over here and create a video for her on her channel and put her face and body and stuff on it and let her and do that. No, that's them doing it on their own. But birds of a feather flocks together. So, you know, it's just, my son, Grandma, I was trying to understand what you were saying. You said, about the catchment to the disrespectful. Were you saying I be disrespectful? I'm trying to understand it, because you said it's disrespectful on one end, and the other end is your channel has everything from A to Z. I'm sorry, honey. I'm just not understanding. Now y'all see this boy, continue to watch her and she will continue to watch and copy you. See, Crystal, why are you so invested in that channel? Because you're really making yourself seem like you her. Like, why are you so invested in that channel? And then you bought up the other channel and one of my other videos, the other people channel. So it's like, yeah, all right. Maybe I'm the only one seeing it. Okay. But you know what? Here's what it is. Should I do my wide eyebrows today? Since it seemed like they had a problem with that too. They joked about it, made on all type of fake accounts and stuff, and made comments about it. I'm gonna wear them wide. I'm gonna wear them thin when I want to. Try to do the inner brow a little lighter strokes so it won't look so bold. Oh, and more natural. Guys, sometimes I like the bold look though. And that's what, and that's where I find some people be having issues. I like the bold look sometimes, not all the times. But I get what you're saying. Thank you for that. I get what you're saying, but sometimes I do like it. And I know it may not look good to everybody, but I like it, and that's where people try to make you do what, not talking about you now, I'm saying the ones that doesn't talk about it. They try to make you do what is fitting to them, what they like, or what they see society say it should be. You get what I'm saying? And I'm just not like that, But thank you. Today may be a bold day, honey. I need some boldness. after my morning and weekend with the Amazon. Now I just gotta try to get this together though. It don't want to act right. It don't want to act right. So I gotta try to at least get them so I can line them. It's one of these days. It just do not wanna. Do not want to act right for me. I don't comment much, but I've noticed in some of our brothers and sister channels that people come in disrespecting them but continue being in the bushes. Why? I don't know. I feel that Sandra. I feel that. But Satan will use people to come for you. That's what I be meaning. Satan will use people to come for you. Cause like I say, no matter how much it seems like, especially when I am trying to do the right thing, it just get heavier and heavier, and it's from every angle. You know what I'm saying? Every angle. But people are the ones, it seems like the devil is using. And some of them don't even know they being used. That's the sad thing. I just feel that we have found our place to discuss our issues, and someone has to have their hands in it. I understand. I got one straightened out, y'all. Now I'm just getting the other one to make it. One is decent. I just gotta fix the other one. I would use my pomade, but my little brush broke, so I have to use this eyebrow pencil. I gotta get another brush. think people can find inspiration in other content, but copying is stealing. Get your own ideas. If you can't be creative and get your ideas, then maybe YouTube is not for you. I know, Liz, but they're not going to do that. Once they make a little bit of change, they don't care about who they step on. They don't care. They do not care. They don't care. But it is what it is. After how Amazon did, and then, you know, you take the people from this, it's just like, I needed to talk. I needed to talk. They just don't want to do right today. Nothing want to go right today. Nothing. Nothing. And then that's another thing, y'all, that was happening. When I mention stuff to y'all that I'm going to be doing, they sit in and they write it down. And then they go rush and do it real quick so it can look like. There's been several things over the past months I say in the live streams, or either ideals and stuff y'all have given me. And this individual ran real quick and did it before I could even get it up for y'all, or insinuated about it or something. And it's just like, but it is what it is. Between Amazon and YouTube, I don't know. Make sure y'all are in y'all classes. You know what? I'm letting Crystal be Crystal. I'm letting Crystal and all the rest of them, because after this live stream, they'll probably come. They love to come in the wee hours of the morning, so when I wake up in the morning, it's the first thing I can see. I see. But you know what? I'm going to let them say and do whatever they want to say and do. Because they're going to do it anyway. My block list is long. And they just keep creating. So, y'all understand, when people want to wear you down, they don't stop. They don't stop. You know, some people say, well, just ignore it, they'll stop. They don't stop. There are some people, there is no off switch. especially when they get in their head that they don't like you for whatever reason it may be. Their goal is to bring you down at all costs. You know? That is their goal at all costs. And you got so many people that's working together on this platform that you think actually be beefing with each other, and it's just a gimmick just so everybody can make money. Like I say, you got to be put down, or you got to be the one putting somebody down to make money. And I'm not finna to do that for money, you know? Or you got to nitpick. And I'm not finna do that. But I've been telling y'all for a long time, when money is involved, people go crazy. Everybody's worried about how they gonna line they pocket, and they do not care how it makes them look or what they have to do. But I would not sell my soul in that way. I would not. I'm going to continue to do my content that I have always done. And if somebody want to go behind me and start doing it and try to act like I'm copying it, by all means, because you can go on my channel and you can see everything and see that you ain't nothing but a lie, you know? Nothing but a lie. If that's the route they want to go. I had somebody try to do me like that I was cool with. Switched up on me real quick. Every time I would do something, they would do it and then try to say I was copying them. So this ain't nothing. They probably all working together. But it is what it is. For whatever reason. For whatever reason. As for Amazon, I'm just going to leave it as if God saw something that I can't see down the road. That probably may be something I don't need to be out there. Or I need to be focusing on something else. Because the way they did was just straight wrong. Just straight wrong. They coming together, y'all. Slowly but surely. I had to rewind to the front because I knew something wasn't right. In the buttermilk. Yeah, grow with Natu. Rebuke the devil, saying, another door will open. You worker. Bind that spirit of rejection and lose the spirit of failure. You must bind that spirit of rejection. You know what, Christelle? I could block you, but I'm going to let you have your fun. I'm going to let you have your fun. Yep. Just like the rest of you. I'm going to let you have your fun. Because you're trying your hardest. That's about what it's going to be today. That's about what it's going to be today. I want to block her so bad, but I also want y'all to see what I go through. She may get blocked. Because when I think she may get blocked. She may get blocked. But this is almost constant. This is another reason why I tell y'all when we talking about our prepping and stuff, I don't want to have to ask nobody for anything. For nothing. Because you never know who sits back and watches but don't like. And when you in need or you down, that's the opportunity for them to stump you. Why block me? I'm just being okay. Okay. First of all, hold on. I'll show you. Because I see where this going. You trying your best. You trying your best. You trying your best. Trying your best. Hold on, y'all. I'm screenshotting. I told you I keep everything. She blocked. She can watch, but she blocked. I'm not dealing with that mess. All right. Liz, that they don't care. They do not care. And that's the thing, because I say I'm not deleting. Whoever the person is just kept going. That's like calling your bluff or something. Like, I don't have time for it. I don't have time for it. Look, y'all, I'm gonna get off of here. I'm gonna finish doing what I gotta do. Like I said, I deleted all my footage. All my footage that I had to film, I deleted it. And I'm not gonna film and edit no more no time soon. It'll just be live screens to do what I gotta do. Okay? I'm gonna see how that work out. Okay? Because I sit down and I strategize, and then I film my videos. So I'm gonna see. But I'm just gonna keep it all up here. What I do have a lot of live screens that will be coming. A lot of cooking ones. I'm still doing the meal prep. A lot of prepping ones. Me and the girls definitely is gonna go live today. Okay. Over there on the other channels, we're just gonna make it a review channel where we review different things. Gonna be healthy things. Some stuff, no, it's gonna be all food. Okay. Because it's in the kitchen. It's in the kitchen with MGL and daughters. Okay, so we're gonna just keep it simple because I do a lot of cooking over here anyway. So we just gonna get things and review them for you. That way you'll know a little bit of how it tastes before or whatnot. So when we find different things, our dairy-free stuff, our gluten-free stuff, if there's new different things, we'll just try stuff over there. And we'll just do lives over there too. That's my, you know what? Let me ask you this. Because me and the girls could not figure out, and it may be a long shot by me doing this. We couldn't figure out if we should do the reviews over here as a live stream and just make that channel something else. This is what I want. Let me get this charger. This is what I want to ask y'all. And it's not guaranteed that I would do it. It just, those of you that's in here that knows how I do things and all that. That's right, Liz. That's right, honey. Going to make a way. Time to look into your spiritual gifts. Yeah, grow with Nate too. Yeah. Oh, you're a strong woman. Thank you, Liz. Thank you, honey bun. I appreciate it. Listen in the background. Sorry for what has happened. Stay focused on you. I'm trying. Thank you, Dominique. Ask a question about hot cereal. Go ahead, Yolanda's life. This is what I want to know. Those of you that is truly for me, and y'all be all in the comments and stuff like that. Do you think, because I'm starting to think the reason why it's been so hard for me and the girls to do, oh, they came out way better than what they were looking like, didn't they? Since it's seemed like so hard for me and the girls to seem like, I be looking at stuff like that to even put up content on the other channel. Do y'all got any recommendations for the other channel? Is there anything you would like for me to do? It would be all live screens. Is there anything on the other channel you would like to see happen for that channel? Because we've been for a couple of months now been saying we won't do it, and I'm like, okay, is this a sign that maybe we don't need to do what we said we was gonna do? It's just sitting there, and I want to do something with it, but I want to do something productive. And I feel like the news, everybody get tired of the news. I don't want to go and just do no news, man, because it's mentally, it's not for me. You know, so what is it that y'all would like to see? Because I do so much on this channel. What is it would you like? Would you like to see me and the girls reviewing things on the In the Kitchen channel? Since I do a lot of cooking over here, like, give me some ideas. What would you like to see me do? Michelle, don't never let anyone steal your joy. That is so right, Diane Wynn. I hope all is well, Diane. First midday live. Yeah, see Kara. Hey, honey. You need a cottage set up. Mama, right in front of your house. Think about it. A cottage set up in front of the house. Huh? Like, probably best to email, but at the same time, it ain't gonna matter. My Renaissance grandma, I was thinking of that, but I'm just like, no matter what I do, they gonna run and do it. And I feel like I'm limiting and adding more stuff by not having y'all, well, by having y'all to be able to email me. It's sad that even in this live stream right here, if y'all give me ideas, somebody in that little circle is gonna run and do it real quick. And it's nothing I can do about it. I just need y'all to pay attention to when you see it, you know. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I just said, you know, it's kind of how they say, I ain't gonna say the word, but it's how they say F it. They're gonna do it anyway, and they have no shame. So a lot of people don't like emailing. So I've learned that by telling everyone to email me. So that's why I just decided to act on here. It's just, you know. So just tell me. Maybe you can start your nursery like you mentioned. Are you saying for the other channel, or are you saying just in general? I would like to see you and your girls do live cooking and other things like crafts. Okay. Okay. Live cooking. Because it is in the kitchen. But I just thought, since I do a lot of cooking over here on this channel, well, let me ask you. If I stop the cooking on MGL, on Mississippi Girl Life, and do all the cooking, whether it's, but see, some of the videos the girls won't be in. How would that work? Are you saying, unless I just, you know, just some of the videos they won't be in, and I just still do all cooking on the other channel? Because I have a lot of things to cook for you. So yeah, for the other channel, disable. Okay. Even if somebody did it, it wouldn't be your creativity. Yeah. She needs to start her own. I'm way in front of this video. Huh? Wait. She needs to start her own. I'm way in front of this video and I'm burning. Grow with Nate too, huh? Yup. It has her name all on it. Wait a minute, what is going on? I'm lost. Are you saying the nursery? Oh, the cooking on the other channel could be desserts. And that's what we had came up with. We had thought about that, like all treats and stuff like that. So, you know what? Yeah, we could do that. We could do all the desserts and treat and sweets on the other channel and keep the savory, you know, real food over here. Yes, you and the girls working together would help give younger mothers and daughters to keep a better relationship and tradition with their family as they grow older. Got you, Cynthia Murray. Creativity comes from God. It can only be done in your unique way because it's God's appointed. You're right, Rose 111. Now, grow with Nate too, honey. And then the Sable. Okay, what are y'all? Let me go back up here, cause y'all done created something. Okay, so you're talking about the cottage. How would I do a cottage set up in the front? In the front, yeah. I'm gonna, let me look this up. Um, okay. Looking at this, it said a cottage setup typically involves a cozy, open layout with natural materials and features that connect the indoors to the outdoors, such as porches or decks. The key elements include a flexible floor plan with combined living areas. Okay, I get what you're saying. Kind of like what I was trying to do with my pop-up tent thing that's in the backyard. Is that what y'all talking about? Although I mentioned nursery, though she was agreeing, but not sure. But anything you decide, I'll watch. Okay. It's about you, but I pray your day get better, and everyone else has a thank you, Miss Red. Okay. So that was like my little thing, and I still have the thing out there, but some rodents got in it. And I ain't been back out there since. I gotta go out there and bleach everything down, the table and all that was out there, and try to figure it out. Okay, so all right, okay. Cottage said, because I want to do the nursery, and like I say, after getting the information from Amazon today, the first thing, not the first thing, but after I said, okay, I got to figure things out, after I got myself together, the first thing came to mind then was you meant to do your own. You're meant to own your own. And the nursery, because that's something I'm passionate about. That's something I've been trying to get started. And I will be honest, being out there on the road doing any job, it takes away from what I'm passionate about. I had started getting behind on my house stuff and everything for being out there. So maybe, like I say, that's the only thing I can hold on to is God sees something down the road that I can't see. So, and it just have to be this way, So, that's the only thing I can see with that. It does open up me possibly, really, really focusing on the nursery, because that's what I wanted to do. And then when I look at everything, I put all the greenhouses back on and all that stuff. So lately, I've been just trying to go with the flow and trying not to worry and trying not to fix. But when it came to this Amazon stuff, I tried to fix. And no matter what, it just would not. I couldn't do anything. So the only thing I can think of is meant to be this way, It's meant to be this way. And just try to focus on what I'm passionate about. I will say though, I'm not doing no more editing. No more editing. Everything is, and I've said this for a while. And on the days I can't get a live screen up, I just can't get a live screen up. The only reason why I was wanting to do the editing, so if I couldn't get a live screen up, I could at least have a video to drop. But that's a lot of editing and stuff, a lot of downtime that I really don't have. And then it don't get pushed or whatnot. So it's just, so if I go live 50 times a day, that's all right. I go live 50 times a day. If I got 50 things to go live about, I'll go live 50 times a day. At least I don't have to do all that extra that I've been doing and getting nothing for, you know. So I'm gonna focus on the nursery part of it. The whole thing, the garden. I supposed to done been in there prepping, cleaning out my prepping area. I ain't even did that. Y'all know I've been telling y'all for a couple of months now. I gotta get in there and sort out the prepping thing. And I ain't been able to do none of that. So I am just gonna try to look at it as a good thing, you know, rather than as a bad thing. But I tell you, it's hard to do that. Sometimes it's hard to do that. Kylie, didn't I have you to put my earrings in here? I only see one. Thank you. I think the nursery is a good look for you. I have been watching you for years, but you're an awesome gardener. And I really appreciate watching your content where you're growing your food. Thank you, Tico. You're definitely in your element. Good luck. Endeavors. Thank you, Tico. Like I say, I have footage on how to fertilize the garden. I'll just do live videos of redoing that for y'all, because when I tell you I deleted everything, I just didn't want to edit no more. I deleted. I filmed I filmed a whole lot yesterday, and that's what I said. I did clean with means and all, and I deleted them. I made my spaghetti again. I deleted it. I deleted all of it. All of it. And to show you, oh, I'm using this phone, the phone that I actually filmed it on. I was going to show you. But I just do my lives. Scratch cooking with 3 to 5 ingredient dishes. Oh, my crock pot meals. Y'all know I love my crock pot meals. The nursery sound like a good direction. Plants, flowers, chairs, tablecloth, pretty dishes, and cooking. And you know what? I had thought about this, especially how the lady did that I told y'all I stopped by, just to ask a question about the setup. I'm going to do what other people do. I got a way to set up at a flea market and stuff when I can just set up in my yard. Or I can do what I have done with some things I've done. I've been mobile, like when I was selling my eggs and stuff. I was mobile where I took it to them, so they didn't have to come to my house. And I can do that. I can do that. So I'll figure it out. Maybe this is the direction for me to be in, you know? Like I said, I put all my greenhouse covers back up. When I said I wasn't going to do that, it was just like, I didn't even have to think about that. It was just like, I was just moved to do it. Sometimes it be that way. I don't even have to think about stuff. I don't even get up and plan for it to be done. I just end up doing it. Accomplishing something was not part of the plan. And those things, I feel like those things are God just moving me to do it. Because it happens unexpectedly and I just do it. I didn't think I was going to be putting them greenhouse covers on all those greenhouses. And honestly, I didn't even have time to even think it out. We were just outside doing other stuff, and I just said, you know what? Let's put the greenhouse covers on. I honestly didn't have time to think about it at all. So, let's let God do the rest. That's all you can do. Yeah. You are right. Disabled homestead. MJ, do you do collabs? You know what? I would love to do collabs. My Renaissance grandma. I truly would. But I don't know who's genuine enough with me to do the collabs. That's the thing. I have an issue of there's a lot of people that's friends with a lot of people on this platform. And some of the bigger channels that I've had issues with, you know, they have a lot of people riding with them. And I've had people from their channels come over and be the nicest things. And then it's almost like they said she ain't gonna be ready for this switch up. And then they switch. So honestly, I don't know who I can trust to collab with. I don't know who will play in my face and be all night for the collaboration and then go behind my back when it's done. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hope I'm making sense. That's why I don't collab. That's why I don't collab. Because I don't know who to trust. You know? I don't know who to genuinely trust. But collabs will be so much fun. I know it will be. But it just seems like I'm just an individual that's not for me because, you know, everybody ain't gonna have good intentions or a good motive behind it, you know? So if you decide to do nursery, maybe you could have an online store. Yeah, I could. But I think it's certain plants and stuff, like online store, like I will have to like ship it. If I have to ship it, I think it's certain requirements. I have to look up for things that you can ship when it comes to plants legally in the mail. So I'll have to look at that. So sorry, sugar. This is a testimony. It's all right. Grow with Nate too. It's you know. Where you go, look at all the great ideas coming to the front line. Yeah, you're right. Because I'm happy. Like I say, I've talked to y'all. How many of y'all been following me since, this may be a long shot, but since 2020? Do I have anybody that's been following me since 2020? Okay? When I was heavily doing my garden. Since 2020. And y'all, while y'all answer that, I'm going to throw this at you. Now, y'all know I used to this nursery I love. And y'all know I sent a lot of people there. Well, they said it when I was recording one time that I sent a lot of people to them. Remember how that nursery did me? Was charging me for plants that I wasn't supposed to be charged for. I walk in, and if it wasn't for my backpack purse saying juicy, I wouldn't have never knew that they was talking about me behind my back. Do y'all remember that? That's why I say, and when I look at all this, and my thing for years has been a fruit stand, a fruit and vegetable stand. The way I saw growing up, we had this little, and when I went back home, it wasn't there. Because I wanted to take the kids there. But in my hometown, Little Crystal Springs, Mississippi, we had this fruit stand called Jimmy Lee's Fruit Stand. And me and my granny would go out there. She knew Mr. Jimmy Lee. She knew him. It's out in town, over by where we got this Junior Food. It's a BP, but they got fried chicken and Junior Food more chicken. Everybody, people say that's crack chicken. Everybody love Junior Food more chicken, but it's sat right across from Junior Food Market. And then we had like a Piggly Wiggly on in the back. But Mr. Jimmy, he had like two big old dogs. They looked like labs. I think they was labs, and I was a little girl, but I remember this. Mr. Jimmy, he would always come around and he'll say such and such. He'll call my grandma name. He was like, "What you want today?" And all this. And we would get watermelon, and he had some of the sweetest peaches. But it was covered. It was a little store, like a little service. Well, not a service store, because you didn't get gas. It was just a little, but when you went inside, and it was like a little shack. It was one of my favorite places to go. That's why I said back in 2020, I always wanted to have a fruit and vegetable stand. It was one of my favorite. And like the dogs, I love dogs. The dogs, they be laid out when they see me, like they would be looking for me. When they see me, they run up, and I was only about like this big, And imagine when I got pregnant at 18, I only weighed 90 pounds. So imagine how much I weighed when I was, 7, 8, 9, 10, And they always would run up and he'll tell them no, and I would play with them and all that. He always gave me free lollipops. Y'all remember the lollipops that had it wasn't like this, it was like the stick kind of looped like in a circle, so you hold it. It was always gave me Twizzlers and things like that. And my grandma was known by a lot of the judges and stuff in our town, because she cleaned their homes and stuff, had good relationships with the judges and lawyers and stuff like that. And then, they knew people, like the fruit stand, I guess they probably handled his business stuff and all that. So it was like well connected. A lot of, people like that knew her. Like she was respected, by them. And they was always so nice. Always so nice. But that fruit and vegetable stand, I loved it. And like I say, it was like a little shack. Like the boards look like they was falling apart and all that. Y'all know the one, and they always got that Coca-Cola sign on the outside. And when you go into the little store, you had your little pickled eggs and your pickled pig feet and stuff like that. And little penny candy. Y'all remember when the candy was a penny? I saved all the pennies I could get. And I always bought to give you that brown bag, and the candy was 1 cent. And that was the kind of store it was. And so I always said, but it seemed like every year something would happen where I could not get my little stand. And I stay in a community where you got some people that they seem like they won't help you just by how you look. I'm gonna say that. They won't support you in your business, okay? But then you got some people that will. And I had said, well, I could do this right from the house, but I never could get it going. Seemed like something always, And y'all remember I used to do flower bouquets. Back in 2020, I used to grow the flowers, and then I would cut them and put them in mason jars with the bowls. I have videos of that on here. I loved doing it. And I used to talk to y'all about planting for my anxiety, planting for OCD. When I'm out in the garden, that's like my therapy. That's like my therapy for anxiety. And it works. It helps. And it seems like I've been pulled away from it, by doing other things, pulled away. So like I said, I'm going to take this Amazon thing and just say, I wanted it so bad, I got it. But it wasn't what God want me to do. So I'm just going to leave it like that. And that's only, I got to hold on to some thought. So, might as well. I remember when you got that fig tree. Oh, so Andrea, you've been with me for a while then. Yes, I remember those things. The penny candy. Oh, yes. them Laffy Taffy, them square Laffy Taffies. And wonder why I had a mouth full of caps. I had silver caps from here all the way back. And my dentist would draw little stuff on. He drew me a smiley face. He drew me a rose. He drew me some type of, he would draw on my caps. So they'd be, you know, all pretty or whatnot. But I had a lot of caps. I wonder why now. But I don't think it was honestly the sweets, because my grandma kept me at the dentist. I had my cleanings and all that type of stuff. I brushed my teeth every night. All that type of stuff. She helped me with that. It was my acid reflux. No matter what. No matter what, how much my dental care was, when I went to sleep at night and burp up that acid, because I had acid reflux so bad, they said that what was eating the enamel off my teeth. So they capped all of them. They capped all the ones from here all the way to the back, top and bottom. And so, yeah. And it was because of that. It actually wasn't the candy. It was the erosion from the acid that kept having me constantly to have an issue, you know. So they just went on and capped them. They went on and capped them. And he drew on them. He drew on them. It seemed like everywhere we went, they knew my grandma so well. So well. And I have to say, they spoiled me. Around they always be telling me you was spoiled, you was spoiled. But I would have to say, people did. People did. People did. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, that fruit and vegetable stand in the nursery is something I really enjoy doing. I really do. And I enjoy my prepping. You know, I enjoy my prepping, my stockpile. It has dwindled down, which I am going to do a live stream today of a stockpile tour. So anytime I do tours and stuff like that, and I'm going to tell you something else I love getting deals. My couponing days. Now, I can't coupon, but I can go in the stores and do the digital. I ain't going to save as much as but those things is what I enjoy doing, you know. Those things come natural to me. So it's maybe just time for me to regroup and do those things and let God work the rest, you know. Maybe with Amazon, maybe God was saying, you know, let Oronde worry about that. Maybe I don't need to be out there, but y'all see, because somebody come in and said you didn't see how I do it. I'm constantly on the move, and I know I will work myself down, you know. So maybe God pulled that, like, no, because I remember last week, when I was running during them days, I was so tired. My body, my legs, everything, I was so tired. And I remember kept saying that in the live screens. I was just so tired. Like, when I got home and showered and stuff and got into bed, the kids said they knew I was tired. They said it seemed like when I laid down, I was out. I was so tired. So that's why I say, even though I still want it, it may not be what's best for me, and God may see that, you know. I would love to grow my fruits and vegetables and my flowers and sell them. I would love, because that brings me more of my roots, how I grew up, you know, and seeing other people growing up doing those things. Those is where I'm comfortable at. I'm comfortable in that realm, you know. I'm comfortable there. And so that may be what it is. That just may be what it is. You know, I'm that type that I hustle. I feel like I need to be making money in different ways, so I can prep, so I can do this, so I can do that. And so I just go and go and go and go and go. When I would love to just be at home, taking care of my house duties as a woman or a person, because if you alone, but anybody, you know, you got to clean your house and doing this. I need to focus on the cholesterol. And that was another thing. Going out there And then remember we talked about if y'all was in the live stream and I was finna go do a shift and I said I have to watch what I eat. Being out there on the road, I can't eat the fruit I need to be eating for my cholesterol. That stuff gonna send me, I'm gonna need to go to the bathroom. I can't eat half of the healthy stuff. I ate, where did I get that from the other night, Oronde? That, slim chicken. No, I didn't eat the fried chicken. I went to slim chicken because we was out, and I got a slim chicken salad, and oh my goodness. It was grilled. I got grilled chicken. I didn't get fried. The first time I ever had one, and oh my goodness, I had a lemonade. It was so good. It was so good. But I'll be real with y'all, okay? So it may be TMI, but I'm going to tell you. I ate it. And we were still out and about. And just all of a sudden, all of a sudden, I went. That's what my stomach did. And I told Oronde, I got to go home. I got to go home. We got to go home, like, now. Like, that salad. The only thing that was fried on that salad, they put some fried onions. Not many at all. It wasn't that. It had to been the salad or just the fact that I don't have a gallbladder. And I looked up, do salad have a lot of fiber? And it does. And I couldn't, and I'm just like, and I'm tired of it being caught off guard like that. To where I know it's going to be a time where I get caught off guard. I'm not going to make it to the bathroom. And that's going to be a disaster and an embarrassing thing. And being out there doing Amazon, before, if my shift was at 12 like it was being, I can't eat properly at the house. Because sometimes it don't hit me until 3 hours later. And it's abruptly. So then I may do a 12 to 4 hour shift. And it may go over them 4 hours. I ain't ate all day at that point. So when I actually look at it, I ask God for protection. And maybe he's protecting me. Maybe he's protecting me. You know? And then think about this. You do eat. And you ain't got no gallbladder. Even if you got one, it may have, but you ain't got no gallbladder and you eat. And you start going out and walking and getting in and out and doing all this. And you done had you some nice fruit or maybe a salad or whatever the case may be. Yeah. 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 So I'm just going to say that it might have been all God's plans, you know? And I'm just going to leave it like that. If they contact me and try to fix my account or something, I keep it and just, you know, but if they don't, it's nothing I can do. Checking. It's nothing I can do. And I shed my little tears this morning because it hurt. I worked so hard to get that position. But I won't cry another tear over. You know how that be where you have your moment and then it seems like you bounce back a little bit stronger. And that is where I feel like I'm at now, you know? So, let me see. But I will say, they not right. Yeah. It's still deactivated. I won't worry about it. I won't worry about it. You can't do anything without a gallbladder. It's definitely a disability. It is disabled homestead. I'm noticing it. Like at first I was fine, but the last couple of months I have noticed what everybody else talks about. Um, I do think that's why I never had an issue with my cholesterol. And I do think that's why it started to elevate because of the gallbladder. After doing research, I believe that's why they tell you to eat extremely healthy after. And you know, like when you do your research, they tell you to eat extremely healthy. But when you get that thing taken out, them doctors tell you to eat whatever you want. The doctors tell you to eat whatever you want. But when you actually dig deep down, everything say when you don't have a gallbladder, you're supposed to eat healthy. Because the liver stores a lot of sugar and stuff, and you'll end up with fatty liver and everything else. I think some people have pancreatitis or something like that when they get it out. Thank God I ain't have to deal with none of that, but I do have to change and go back to the way I wasn't eating. Like I told y'all, I was a polypescatarian for a long time. That is a person that do not eat beef and pork. You only eat chicken, turkey, and seafood. You can eat eggs and stuff like that, but you don't eat no red meat. You don't eat no beef and no pork. And that is what I'm back on, you know? That is what I'm back on. So, yeah. I don't know what time I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna get off of here and go get me some, go eat, not get me some need. I made spaghetti and I even have filmed that, but I have cooked spaghetti for y'all on live, so it was fine. But I did record it yesterday in my vlog, for my vlog. Like I said, I deleted it, but I have not ate anything this morning. Cause like I said, when I woke up to my Amazon account being deactivated, and that just really just, yeah. It's been pleasant since I blocked that person, y'all. Cause now if y'all have noticed, it's like a whole different vibe. 3 John 2 blood. I wish above all. Oh, thank you for that, Sharon. Girl, I can pop a cough drop in my mouth and the next thing I know my stomach is bubbling. What, Yolanda's life? So you don't have a gallbladder neither. She said she could put a cough drop in her mouth. Woo. I understand. I feel you. Like, so mine's been out since May 19th, 2023. So we all, what, little over 2 years. And I tell you, I started having issues. It took 2 years for my body to even, I went a whole year after with a pool in that side, if y'all remember me telling you that. And now another year where my body done let me know that, hey, no, same gonna apply for you. It just took a little longer for me to take in effect. But yeah, you gonna have the same issues a lot more people have with what you eat. So I done started experiencing that like a couple months ago. I started experiencing just how bad, and it's not all the time. It seems like that first thing in the morning, but I used to be like that before the gallbladder was taken out, which I'm thinking I may have a little bit of IBS with it. I think somebody had mentioned that in the other live, but I have been thinking I may have a little bit of IBS with it, because I was having that, not to that extent, but that issue sometime before it got taken out. So I had, give me this, I gotta pull this out. Yeah, because I had went to, oh, I deleted all that. My Walmart haul and everything. Well, I'll show y'all. I drunk on this last night. I'm going to pull this out and make some fresher. But, I'll do my Walmart haul on a live screen today, too. Okay? Because this is one thing I got in the haul. Like I said, I deleted all that footage. I got this, yesterday. But I had a pink one. And I don't know what happened to my pink one. but it's the lid for your mason jars, okay? It's the lid for your mason jars. So, this was one of the things I got from Walmart. And I cut up some lemons yesterday because y'all saw I had bought those lemons, and I told y'all that I wanted to try to do the lemon water. So what I did was, like I say, this been sat overnight, so I'm gonna pull this out and make some fresh. But I did manage to drink this whole thing except for to right here, or just lemon water. Just I put 3 pieces of lemon in it and filled it up with some water. And so when I drink like plain water, I drink it out of my I think she moved it, my water bottle thing. But when I want to have something other than water, or if I'm gonna add something, I like to drink it out of my jars. And I hadn't been drinking them because I had lost my thing like this. I don't know where it went, what happened to it, but it was a pink one. But they have these at Walmart, and you can put a straw in it if you want to. But they go in your mason jar. This is for a wide mouth. They do have the regular mouth lids too. Y'all know I love my mason jars, okay? So yeah, so I was trying to do, different little things or whatnot to not have to drink water all the time. And it didn't bother me. Without the gallbladder, I can take a lot more stuff that I couldn't take when I had it. I couldn't do like my GERD was so bad. And now I'm starting to wonder, have I had gallbladder problems all my life and did not know it? Because I've had GERD all my life. But I will say, since that thing has came out of my body, I have been able to tolerate so much more food that I couldn't tolerate before. So they say once the gallbladder is taken out, you really understand how sick your body was with it in there. So, and you can go decades with a bad gallbladder and never know what's causing you issues until it clunks out and stop functioning. Then So what comes with that though is you're gonna use the bathroom a lot. You are just simple as that. But I think by me was eating bad the past couple of months, because like I say, my overall cholesterol is in good, it's in range, it's in the green, it's not in the red. It's just I don't know how they do that when they total it all up, and then the ratio is in the green, but it's just letting me know everything is elevated, but the actual bad cholesterol is in the red for elevate, for high, and the good cholesterol is in the red for low, and the non-LDL or something like that is in the red for high. So, but not drastically high, but I do think I'm having these issues from not having that gallbladder. I do think. But that is why I chose to go back to being the polypescatarian. So, yeah. So I'm trying different things. Y'all already said it would be nice to have the dessert on the other channel with me and the girls, which is fine. You can't do anything without it. Oh, okay. Okay, so I read those. But yeah, so I am gonna figure everything out. I do know I need to do that stockpile tour. First, it's probably gonna be 2 lives for that. I'm gonna do a live of me organizing it. We can organize it together because it is a mess, okay? Then I'll probably end it so the live is not too long and come right back and do the stockpile tour, okay? So you'll see how much it's been depleted and what we have. And remember I had told y'all, I said I had been talking about stocking up the stockpile, and I never got around to it. This is one of those other moments where I feel like God saw something that I didn't see. And even though it's not major, it's, a warning for us when it comes to the cholesterol, it's the fact that I already knew that I should not have been stocking up things that's highly processed. And I've told y'all that for years, which people got cute with me in the comment section because they didn't want to hear that. But it's the truth. We should not be stocking up a lot of processed stuff. Think about this. What if I would have continued to stock up stuff and then when it had my physical and my cholesterol high? See where I'm going with this? What if I would have did that? So I feel like it was being put off for a reason. Because I was going to go get the lunch meat and, that type of stuff. Stuff I know I should not be getting. I was going to go get that stuff. What if I would have spent my money on that stuff and end up not eating beef and pork? But I got a stockpile full of stuff that's got beef and pork in it. So I try to look at every little thing. Sometimes I guess we be held back from things we feel we need to do, and God may be holding it back for a reason. That's what that's the only thing I can say and hold on to. So now I need to redo my stockpile list, which I will do that with y'all. Whenever I feel like coming on, like I say, some days I may come on 1 or 2 times. Some days I may not come on at all, but definitely it's got to be, I just don't feel like doing it, or whatnot, because I try to come on every day. But some days I may come on 6 times. It just depends, okay? And I'll try to schedule it at least 30 minutes in advance. How about that? Oh, you know what? If I do the thumbnails and ain't got nothing to do, I may just schedule a couple of them for that day. I think y'all will still see it. And if somebody go ahead of me and try to get on and do it right before, oh well. I don't even care. I don't care. I'll just probably schedule it, because me trying to work around what somebody else want to go do, that really is hindering me. That really is. So if I have the time and I know I'm gonna do 3 live streams and I know we ain't got nothing to do that day, I'll probably just go ahead and schedule them. But keep this in mind. If I schedule a live stream for 12 p.m. and I have another live stream scheduled for 1 p.m., that means I gotta be through with the 12 p.m. at least by 12:30, because I need to allow myself to get time. So that'll actually keep me on track of not having extremely long live streams, So that may work out if I do it that way. It'll keep me on track for that. So I'll try to do that. That way y'all know ahead of time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. And let me make sure. Hold on, y'all. Hold up, y'all. Let me see something. What time? Okay. The last message. Yep, I figured that. My chat wasn't moving, y'all. It wasn't moving. The last message I see on this screen is, what time are you going live today? I said, wait a minute. Let me check something, because it seemed like, let me see, live chat. Let me see if that changed. Okay, there you go. I had to change it to live chat because I wasn't seeing no more y'all chats. All right, so I had to go on here to see if y'all just wasn't talking or if YouTube, and yep, they had stopped. So let me see. Go Garden question, please. What else can I grow in zone 8-8? I'm growing greens, onions, sweet potatoes, tomatoes, peppers, broccoli, and cherries now. Okay, let me ask you, Rose, zone 8, zone 8A. Are you growing the are you growing indoors or outdoors? Because I see you said tomatoes. Are you doing the tomatoes that like is it indeterminate or determinate? I get them mixed up, but one of them mean it gives you its fruit and then it die off, and the other one will continue to give you fruit until it can't give you fruit no more. Whichever one that is, I get confused. I get them mixed up. But are you growing the ones that's going to give you, when it comes to tomatoes, going to give you all this fruit and then it's done? Or which type of tomatoes? Because typically, when you start getting in the fall weather and stuff, the tomato plants, unless you're growing indoors or you doing like the little dwarf ones or something, normally they ain't grown when it started to get cold. So that's why I asked. But let's see, you said greens, onions, sweet potatoes, peppers. Peppers is the same as the tomatoes. The cold will stunt them. You growing outdoors? Where you at? You must be in Florida or something. It must don't get cold where you at to grow like the peppers and stuff outdoors at this time. Like, are they, you just put them in for like a winter garden, or is they from the summer? Let me know. No, ma'am, you can't eat whatever. Nope, disable homestead at all. I was told eat foods high in fiber. Got you, no grease or sugar. And see, I have been eating a lot of sugar, and I think that's what took my cholesterol up. And I have been drinking a lot of Coca-Cola and root beer and Pepsis and strawberry Fantas. I have been packing on. I'm glad I don't have no fatty liver from eating all this stuff. So I just take it as a warning and a blessing, that I'm, elevated. I'm not in no danger zone or nothing, but it's something for me to just don't do, okay? Can you post a video with you and the kids cooking, please? I could not find the channel. Oh, okay. Because we hadn't put nothing up, but we're going to do the desserts. What I'll do is I will share it in my community post. I'll share it in my community post. Wow, that's amazing. You can drink lemon water with reflux, child. I would have been in the ER. And that's the crazy thing. I never, my Renaissance grandma, I never could have lemon. Well, when I was little, I had lemons and had GERD, and they wasn't saying what was causing it. But for years, I couldn't have no lemon, no citrus. Let me tell you, my Renaissance grandma, without the gallbladder, I can have low acid orange juice. That Tropicana low acid orange juice. Now, if I had the gallbladder, even though it say low acid, I would have been burping up acid. It would have been coming out it would have been what they call acute reflux, where you got to go get that cocktail thing, and then you having the heart palpitations and all that, and it's scaring you to death almost. I would have had, I'm telling you, I do believe when the gallbladder got taken out, I believe that gallbladder, because let me tell y'all something. When I got sick with the gallbladder, they didn't know what they kept saying. It was a stomach bug. I was throwing up bile, okay? Yellow, thick, greasy, gel-like stuff. And it was bile. So what tells me is, if I was throwing up bile and my gallbladder was no longer working, because by the time they did get me, this is how serious it was. By the time they decided to do surgery, out of me going there 4 days straight, let's see, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. They tried to admit me Tuesday. The surgeon said, no, I ain't need it. I back Wednesday. They admitted me, got the gallbladder out that Thursday. By that time, that thing was pretty much rotting. So that tells me, if I am throwing up bowel and stuff, and everything I tried to eat came back up immediately, I'm wondering, was the gallbladder mimicking the acid reflux? That's why all my stuff was coming back up. I'm wondering, is that what it was? Because for some people, my grandma, I don't know if you done had your gallbladder checked or anything, but when you go to the doctor, if you still have a gallbladder, I will ask them to check. Because 2020, when I kept getting sick and I went gluten and dairy free, that's why I went gluten and dairy and I lost all that weight. I was fine because I wasn't eating anything greasy or nothing. But when I got sick, and I told them, look, you're gonna have to do not sonogram, but ultrasound or something. They told me my gallbladder wall was thick then, but he wasn't gonna do surgery because he said, his words, it's an invasive surgery, and we was going through COVID during that time, so he didn't want to put me on the operating table to do that if he had some time. And I guess he had some time because the sucker went out 2023. But I remember that hospital doctor came in and he said, your gallbladder wall is thick and you got some big stones that you're not going to be able to pass. He said, but I'm going to send you to a surgeon because I don't think it needs to come out right now. And so that's how that was in 2020. 2023, it was a doozy. And ever since then, I have been able to tolerate a lot of food that I couldn't tolerate as a child. So get it looked at, because it'll sneak up on you. The way the gallbladder works, when it starts slowing down and stop working, it can go years of not working properly. And you won't even know it. You will not even know it. Some people get fatty liver by having a bad gallbladder and they don't know it. Some people get pancreatitis from having, and because they waited so long, when I looked at my stuff, it had started affecting my kidneys and stuff. My kidney numbers was low. When I looked back at my paperwork, that's why they kept running kidney tests before they took it out. And then the liver levels. My liver levels was extremely high within 24 hours. So that thing had already been going out for years. So make sure, if you had to ask your doctor, if you haven't, hey, can you do, can I get an x-ray or something of my gallbladder? Just to see. Because a lot of time it hit people unexpectedly. And when I tell you, I've been able to eat so much different stuff, and I think that's what got me. I was just eating, cause like, man, I ain't never had this in a long time or whatever. So I would say anybody that deals with GERD so much, if you done did everything you could, get your gallbladder checked. And that's just a little advice, because that's what happened to me. So I'm able to have lemon water, and it actually seemed like it was good for my digestion. I ate spaghetti last night, ain't had no problem. No problem. I never could eat pizza, and I was eating pizza, not last night, but I've been eating pizza since it came out. And yeah. Let's see. I love lemonade by Simply. John Q, I think I've tried that, but it be a little too, now since I'm watching my sugar intake or whatnot, and see, I never knew sugar intake affected cholesterol. I thought it was just fried foods and greasy foods. I didn't know sugar does it. So I'm glad I know that now. It ain't no problem with me eating healthy, because I done did it so many times. Just, you get off track or whatnot. So, but the Simply brand is really, really good. I used to like I think it's the watermelon Simply, but it's very sugary though. Very, very sweet. Cherry tomatoes still producing in Texas. Oh, you're in Texas. Okay, got you, Rose 111. Got you. Oh, they from the summer. Okay, you didn't just start these. Okay. Got you. That's why I wonder how. I'm like, wait a minute. We putting peppers and stuff down, which I think I'm gonna try to bring a pepper plant or two in. Like I said, I had a lot of footage, y'all, and I straight deleted it. So now I'm gonna have to do all this over, but in a live stream for y'all. That actually was one that needed to be transplanted. It was in a small pot, and it had peppers on it, and it stayed after them 2 days that we had the frost, and it seemed like it's still going. So we took it into the you put that in the garage, didn't you? We put it in the garage. So I'm gonna see how far it goes. See if it's gonna be stunted or anything. Yeah. But look, y'all, I have enjoyed talking to y'all. I tell y'all things because some people that may be going through things or similar situations may not understand it, because sometimes I don't understand it. At first, I don't understand it. So if I can share what goes on with me in my life, and one person can get a relief of I'm not the only one, then my job is done. Because sometimes you're not happy that you're not the only one, but sometimes it's a little relief to know you're not the only one. And even though mentally you know you're not the only one, seeing it and hearing it from someone else, it goes a long way, you know? It goes a long way. So, I needed to talk, and that's what I did, okay? I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go eat. God's will. And I ain't gonna worry about no polecats and no trolls, coming over, doing certain things. You get to be too much, you get blocked. Okay? But I'm not gonna block each and everybody that come in and got something slick to say. Old girl, boy, whoever it was in here, on their little account, they blocked. Alright? They'll probably go make another one or whatever the case may be. But that's just too much. I'm not gonna sit there. That seems like you just free advertising at this point. It is what it is. But I'm gonna get off of here. Y'all be safe. Try to make the best of our situations as much as possible. And one thing I'm learning from this is every delay is not a bad thing. Every no necessarily is not a bad thing. It could be excuse me. It could be something working in your favor, It could be bigger opportunities. When you try, that is the key word. When you try to keep yourself right with God, that's all you can do. He notices and he don't forget. He don't forget. Like that song say, God keeps receipts on everything. Your good deeds and your bad deeds. Okay? And when I say bad deeds, not intentionally, I'm saying imperfect human beings. And sometimes things we want and we think is the best for us, he may not see it that way. I'm going to say this. I can't remember it verbatim, and I need to find that reading on it. You know how, what was it? Hey, do y'all remember the exact number it was y'all had in Bible study? That your age, how old you are, Jehovah only see that as like one day. You know what I'm talking about? Do anybody know? I'll have to look that up. I know what I'm talking about. I just don't remember it verbatim. 1,000 years is a day, or maybe something like that. Like how old we are. Like I'm 38. God may look at that as, in His eyes, a day or 2 years old, or something like that. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it. God looks at us differently than man look at us. That's the key. See if I can find it. I know it was in one of the kids' Bible studies. See, Carol said, not even a day. Painter, say I appreciate you, MGI. Thank you, Painter of Fields. Thank you, honey. Yeah, I said not even a day. Yeah, so you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. I have to find it for Beta. Let me see. One day is 1,000 years in sight of God. Okay, yeah, that sounds more like it. Yes, you can. I get through it. Oh, okay. So yeah, so we are imperfect. God is forgiving. As long as we are repentant and try not to do whatever we did again. And at the end of the day, that's why I told y'all, I said, I know it's probably some people in here laughing, because it's some people that just want to see you down. They live every day to hope that they can see a person down, you know. They pray for your downfall. But oh my goodness, the way God looks at us is so different from the way man looks at us. And man ain't nothing compared to God. So I'm going to continue to work on trying to please God and not man. And I am going to let all these creatures and polecats and devils do what they do. You know, they're all of the same bird. They're all, what they say, birds of a feather flocks together. So they're all of the same. So what I say is, it's got to be a person really show you who they are when they don't show. A person that don't care about showing you who they are, or they don't have any morals, especially about the things that they do and they put it out there. You got some people, and I think somebody has said it, they're unable to see what they're doing. Some people are unable to see. And sometimes that can be God making it unable for them to see what they're doing, so everybody else can see who they are. That's what I'm trying to say. When you don't have any pride or dignity about yourself, and all you want to do is nitpick and bring trouble to someone else, that right there says a lot about the individual. And I don't want to be of that type. I don't want to be of that breed. I was not raised like that, and I'm so thankful that I don't have the mentality to be one of those people. I don't. Just like with Amazon, the individual that was supposed to mark my stuff and did not do it. There's no reasons for that. The individuals that I reached out to fix my account, and As we're chatting back and forth, they end the chat abruptly and bounce me to somebody else to where I had to keep saying what happened over and over. The ones that told me that they'll have it fixed in 24 to 48 hours, when they knew that it was going to time out and I was going to be deactivated. See, those people, they can go on by their business, curing the world about the deeds they do to people. That way, when things start happening in their life, they won't even reference it back to what they dished out to others. See, that time that female needed you to be truthful and honest about her account, a way that she feeds her family, her kids, and you didn't care nothing about that. You went on because it wasn't your livelihood, it wasn't your account, it wasn't you. You went on and you did not care. She lost her account, her livelihood, when it comes to her feeding her family. And you went on and you was with yours and you did whatever. Not thinking that one day, and I'm not saying it will happen, I'm just saying in general how it normally go. Not thinking one day you just may lose yours. And it may be even worse. 9 times out of 10, they're not going to think about, why did this happen to me? Was it because I did? Because I'm sure I'm probably not the only one that did it to. They're not going to think like that. And that's how sometimes things like that happen to people and they don't understand why. They're unable to see why. And sometimes they continue on to keep on doing more and more stuff. More and more stuff. More and more stuff. And over time, things get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And then on the other hand, sometimes we can think that what happened to us is like the worst thing ever. Worst thing ever. And all along, it was God actually looking out for us. And that's what I have to keep in mind. That's what I have to keep in mind. And when I go back and look at how tired I was, how I wasn't able to, eat the way I should be, or I wasn't eating at all, because I cannot be out there doing this, that, and eating. When I look at all that, I cannot say God didn't take that in consideration and say, hey, I'm going to pull her from this. This ain't good for her. This ain't going to work out for her. I can't say he didn't say that, and I can't say he did. But I do believe it's for the best. I really do. I do believe, and sometimes, I've told y'all this before, sometimes people can move in a way they don't have no idea how they moving. Sometimes God can move people without them even knowing why they're being moved this way, or not even paying attention to the way they're being moved. And not all the time it's bad. It may feel that way, because it felt that way this morning. I'm just like, why me? Like, I almost wanted to just go out there and just be like everybody else. You get that feeling, because you're human. You're just like, let me just be mean and rude to everybody. Let me just go and watch somebody and just copy and make my coin. Let me go and just, because those are the people that makes it. They succeed, seem like. But we have to ask ourselves, do we want to be on the good side of God with less? Or do we want to be on the side of the devil with more? Because see, we know one day the devil going down. And all his cronies, whether they Christians or not. Because God going to clean out his house. Okay? They're going to go down. And I don't want to be on that side with the devil. Okay? And his little followers and helpers. I'd rather have less and have everlasting life than to have more and material stuff and lavish things, to be able to live and be at this status in life and all this, for all of it to go trickling down. So am I gonna go and be like other people that succeed? Not everybody now do crazy stuff that succeed. I'm not saying that. But y'all get what I'm saying. Just even with this platform. If you ain't cussing, hollering, twerking, talking about other people and putting other people down, shoot, you ain't getting no views. For most of us. Not all of us. But for a good bit, you ain't getting no views. Okay? You're not. And you also gotta watch. Some of them don't be getting views. A lot of people on this platform, they promote their videos to make you think that they are getting views. So when they got 2,000 videos, 2,000 views, they really got about 400-600 that they getting paid for. That's just a little fool. That's why I don't have money to spend to have somebody to watch my content. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. So I choose being trying to be on the side of God. Okay, that's what I choose. And if that means I got to go through hell to do it, I guess that's what I got to do. That's what I got to do. You know, I'd rather be simple and low key and try to make it and be down to earth and just, you know, I'd rather live that way than to try to be somebody I'm not, or to try to, you know, live a certain way for a coin. There are, oh, spaghetti. So that's where I'm at with that. That's where I'm at. That's what I choose to do. Okay. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be a lot more obstacles. I'm just going to hold on and just, I try not to question Jehovah. I try not to. I did today. I asked him why. That's questioning him, and I don't want to do that. But I did. You know, I asked him why. Show me what I'm doing wrong to deserve the things I get. That's all I know. And then I had to come and say, sometimes you're not doing nothing wrong. Sometimes you have to go through stuff. So when you do get when you do get what he has for you, you can say, you went through hell and hot water, pretty much. And you got there. You didn't, it wasn't handed. I don't want nothing handed to me. So those are the things I have to look at. And I encourage those of you that understand where I'm coming from, that's understanding the words that's coming out my mouth, that it's not fun, but it's not always a bad thing when you keep hitting different hurdles in life, because God prepares you. And no matter how much of a Christian you is, he's not going to single out just you. Or just you, or just you. We all have to go through things. You know? We all do. I'm not one to try to act like I'm perfect, because I'm not. And I don't judge people neither. You got some people that say they'll hear a person that say they're a Christian, they'll hear them cuss and say, oh, you're not no Christian. That's not your place to judge. Show me somebody that is without sin. They ain't on this earth. They ain't down here on this earth. They not down here walking amongst us. You know, they not. So that's why I refuse to be judgmental, especially when it comes to stuff like that. Like, mm-mm. So all we can do is, it's not the end of the world. I had to tell myself that about the Amazon, but it was something I deeply enjoyed and worked hard to get. And maybe that ain't God's plans, because now I got so many ideas for the nursery. I'm motivated to go and get, actually I got to go pull out something. I've been meaning to pull this out last week, and I'm going to be honest. The days I was supposed to pull it out was the days I was working Amazon. Let me tell y'all something. I was working Amazon. Dumb hours in and out. Came home for maybe about 15 minutes. And was back out with DoorDash or something. Sitting in the car to about 12, 1 o'clock. So when I actually think about the last couple days, yeah, I can actually see why I probably was about to have a nervous breakdown soon of wearing myself down. So I'm going to say it needed to happen. Because if not, you know where I would be at right this moment? I had a shift. I had a shift today. It's 1:57. I would have been doing my shift. And my shift was from 12 to 4. And they deactivated me this morning. Out of my control. And the good thing about it is, God see it was out of my control. And he see the ones that didn't do what they were supposed to do. And he see the ones that didn't truly try to help me. But at the end of the day, I did everything by the book. And it was out of my control. It was no way. Nothing else I could do to avoid that deactivation. It was like a force. A strong force of nothing you can do. So I look at it like how y'all always telling me what God has for you, nobody can take away. I'm looking at too, what he have that's not for you, you can't get. Or if you get it, don't last long. So, you know, let's see. Thank you, John Q. Oh, I don't look 38 at all. Some of them live screen, some of my live screens and some of my videos, y'all, I don't know what it be doing. I be looking all different type of ways. The cameras be doing something. So I'm glad it's working for me today. I'm glad. Thank you so much. I get that a lot. Some people be like, because in person, I will say I look so much different in person. And people think that I'm one of the kids. Yeah. So on this camera, I be looking all different types of ways. Be looking old 1 minute. Be looking, I'm like, what in the world? But it be these lenses. Like every one that I use does something different. But it seems like this one is working for me today. I don't know if it's the lighting or it was acting funny. So y'all probably seeing how I actually look in person. I've had people meet me and they be like, you look better in person. I'm like, oh Lord, what do I be looking like on them cameras? So, but thank you so much. I get that a lot. I still get carded. John, I literally get carded. There's been times I done been in the store with Oronde. They will card him and no, they won't card him and a card me. Like what? What? So I guess that's a good thing. We need you more. God. Oh, thank you, Cynthia. So listen, y'all. Oh, he's heating up spaghetti for the kids, and I ain't ate nothing. So that's what we having. Um, Spaghetti for lunch and probably for dinner. It depends on what I get done now. But I'm definitely gonna go in here and um eat and get some of these live streams. Look, y'all, I ain't stressing myself with editing. And y'all have told me anyway that y'all prefer live streams because they more natural, and I get that. I get that. Um, so I'll do the live streams or whatnot. Um, Different things. Excuse me. I just hope y'all don't get tired of live streams. And I know that's another thing. YouTube, after so many, they stop sending out notifications. So it's gonna be important for me to. What I do is I got it. I'll do my thumbnails and I'll schedule my live streams. But this is the kicker. Because I like timestamps. Okay? I like timestamps and receipts. When I schedule my live streams for that day, I'm going to put my live stream itinerary in my community post. So if I post that I'm doing da 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 today in live screens, like if I post and say, hey honey buns, you got a live screen at 12 p.m. it's gonna be on this. If I say you got a live screen at 2 p.m. it's gonna be on this, and one at 6 p.m. and it's gonna be on this. You'll be able to see YouTube stamp it how long ago it was or whatnot. I'm gonna try to do it in the mornings. And that way you will know if you don't get the notification, you will know what the itinerary was for the day. Okay? Some live streams may be like I had cleaned my bathrooms yesterday. I did a clean with me for the bathrooms. And it wasn't a deep clean. It was but I deleted it. So I got a couple things I still need to do. That may end up being a live stream, but like I say, most of you, I should have stuck with it. Because most of you said that you enjoyed the live streams over, the other stuff, over me filming, and that works for me. A lot of you say whatever works for me is to cut this thing on, talk to y'all, get done what I need to get done, and then get off. So I would definitely do that. We'll just do a live stream on both channels. I'm not editing, not nothing else. I deleted all that footage. I'm not editing nothing else. You hear me? I got sponsorships I have not even responded to. And if I do respond to one and she want a video, it's going to have to be a live stream video, or else I'm not accepting it. Because I'm not going to edit nothing else. I'm not. I just rather go live and be done with it. Weekend fun with Arnez. Hey. Hey Kalita Tate. I didn't see you come in. So yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. So y'all, let's get everything together. I know many of you. How many people is gonna be cooking this month? How many people is gonna be cooking this month? Because that is something I look forward to. I gotta make my dressing, and I know I'm saying that somebody gonna jump on it, but it's fine. I do dressing every year. So and that's something else. I'm not going to be hindered on what I put up because somebody want to jump on it and act like whatever. I'm gonna do what I do. I'm gonna do what I do. I'm gonna do what I've been doing. Okay. So I don't want to go back on that. You have a good day too, my Renaissance grandma. I don't want to go back on that. You'll have to look at the replay and you will get all the information about Amazon. Yeah, I'm not. That's like and not nothing to you, but I'm just gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. That's all I can do. Is nothing to you. But at the end of the day, I don't know if this is an account that's coming in. I ain't never seen you. I know it's new people, but I don't know if this is an account coming in and somebody asking me that, because this video actually, but then you could not be. So I don't know. I don't know. And since I do not know, I'm just asking to look at the replay and you'll find out everything about Amazon. But at this point, right this minute, I want to put that behind me. And I want to focus on the rest of my day. Okay? I hope you understand that. Thank you. So, okay. So, yeah, let's see. Tanya, you're cooking? I've already made my dress. It is in the freezer. Oh, Pluto. Oh, I'm about to wipe off my eyebrows. Lord, I got some. I'm gonna wipe off my eyebrows, y'all. Gonna be up here halfway eyebrowless. But I gotta make mine. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, because people gonna do what they do anyway. I want to make 2 types of dressing this year. I want to make one with hot water cornbread, just a simple southern hot water cornbread. Make it regular. And then I want to make a sweeter one with the Jiffy bread. So I want to do 2 different types, okay? I think I should be fine by making it that way. Because the only thing else, let me ask y'all. No, because y'all told me how to make my own cranberry sauce. So if I do all that, I won't have a lot of sugar in nothing. So I should be fine with doing it. So I do want to make one with the Jiffy cornbread. And I want to make one with the Jiffy cornbread. And then I want to make, the regular one that's not going to have any sweet on it. I get to be guest this year. No cooking for me. Dominique, I know that's right, honey. I know that's right. Now, I don't celebrate holidays and stuff. And I know some people going to say this, that, and the other. But look, it's just that time of the year. A lot of stuff go on sale. That all the ingredients. But I am going to take the opportunity to make a lot of it. That way I can freeze it all the way into next year. But around November, December time frame, that's when you eat your dressing. And the weather start getting frosty outside. And, good old hot dressing and stuff. Now, I won't be able to do my chitlins or nothing. But that's fine. That's fine. I don't need that. That's fine. As long as I can do me some chicken dressing, and I'll make my own cranberry. See, we got a lot of live screens to do, y'all. And I take, let me tell you, I take advice. Okay? I will take criticism, constructive criticism. But you ain't gonna come dance in my face and talk to me like a dog and be funny and call it constructive criticism. See, I'm one that I'll take it if I need it. I try not to do anything to need criticism. Okay? But If I need it, I'll take it. If it's done in the right fashion and it's legit and it's genuine. Okay. Now, advice, as long as it's good advice, I'm down for it. I take it. A lot of y'all done put me on a lot of stuff. I come on here and try to help everybody. I love it when somebody try to help me. Because you don't get that all the time. I love it when somebody trying to help me, but if they come and correct, okay? So I say that to say this. I need y'all help on this cranberry sauce, okay? I don't need all the sugar. Y'all told me to get the cranberries, all right? So I need your help on the cranberry sauce. And when we do that live stream, we gonna see what it do, okay? Because I'm gonna try my best. I ain't never made no cranberry sauce. Somebody told me when you boil them, they pop. That's gonna be interesting for me because I'm that type of chick. I would take that to be funny as I don't know what. I do want to see some popping cranberries. I'm just telling you like it is, like it is. I do want to see them pop. I've never seen them pop. And somebody said when you boiling them, they pop. Okay. That's something I want to see. Okay. I made cranberry chutney. Ooh, that sound good. That sound good. But look, y'all, we gotta keep it on the healthy side. Okay, your girl can't do the sugar because of the cholesterol, and that gonna help out all of us. Okay. I know you didn't. You tried to get. Oronde came in here and said, and walked out. Yeah, I know he didn't just try to get cure me. I know he did not just try to come up in here and. He right though. I do need to eat because I ain't ate nothing, and I'm sitting here and I got hyped over dressing and cranberry sauce and making it. Okay, and y'all, you know what? When I think about it, I was gonna film that. You know how long that would take me to film me making some dressing? Oh my goodness, that would take a long time. So, of course, it'll be a live stream. Okay. He is right because I do need to eat because I'm going to feel it. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to feel it. It's 2:13 and I ain't ate nothing. I'm going to feel it. Yep, I'm going to feel it. When I go this long and ain't ate nothing and it's that I'm going to feel it. It's going to throw me off a little bit. It's going to have my anxiety up just a little bit until it work itself out. And normally I think that'd be that spike of going too long. But I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I know my body. I know what it's going to do. So I'm going to go in here and eat a little bit at a time. Just to try to get my body to regulate. Because I done went too long without eating. Okay. But I'm excited about that. I am excited about that. Let me see. Everyone have a good day. Thank you all weekend. See. Fresh cranberries, pineapples, cinnamon sticks, star anise, and sugar. Oh wow. And that's how you make the chutney? So I'm cooking, but I bought a Corky's holiday meal for this month. Corky's. Okay, so I'm guessing that's like a restaurant or something. I've never heard of Corky's. I like cornbread stuffing, but I've never made it from scratch. I've never made cranberry sauce, so I would definitely be watching. Yes, Dominique, I always make my dressing. I'm coming, sir. Look, I can't hardly see you. I knew what you were doing from the motions, but I can't see your face that good because I ain't got my glasses on. Oh, so you go.
Don't get your body to a countdown.
Don't get my what?
Body to a countdown.
Oh, he said don't get my body to a countdown because I will go in 10-9 mode when everything done dropped. So let me see. I'm about to be done. I do need to eat. Yes, that's the chutney recipe. Okay. I'll catch the next live. Enjoy your day. Thank you, Andrea. I wanted to read up here though real quick. Oh, I've never made cranberry sauce, but I always made dressing. growing up, let me see, my uncle, he liked the stovetop, and I liked the stovetop. I would eat stovetop. But that was just like on the side because my granny always made dressing. She could not stand no stovetop stuffing. It was just, she did not want that. She did not want, so she made dressing. But my uncle, he liked the dressing and he liked the stovetop. So he would get the box of stovetop and have it on the side with the dressing. So I had to go ahead and go over there and get me, have my plate out like this too, so he could put some on. Cause I ate and didn't gain no weight, but I ate. So, but now as an adult, I'll stock stovetop maybe in the prepper's pantry. I don't do so good with sage. But since the gallbladder been out, I haven't tried sage. But before it, sage will give me some indigestion. And I know a lot of the stuffing it be heavy with sage. I don't put sage in my dressing. Okay, when I make my dressing from scratch, I don't put sage in it. So, I may buy some if their price is right, to stock up with, because that's easy. I think with stovetop in the box, you just fluff it with water or something, a little bit of hot water or something. I'm not sure. It's been so long since I even bought it. So, I'll probably do that, and that'll be it. I'm gonna have to make my dressing though. So I do like sweet dressing. Like, it was never made growing up. My girl, I wasn't finna make no dressing with no Jiffy bread. But I've made it. Over the years, I've made it with Jiffy bread, and I like it. So I'm gonna do it both ways. We gotta do the cranberry sauce with the cranberries. The girls is gonna make a pie because they were supposed to do it last year and did not. So I still have pie shells and stuff. So the girls are gonna make pies, but they're, like I say, they're gonna be made from scratch so we can not have a lot of sugar and bad ingredients. So I got a lot of stuff I'm happy to go live about and do. And yeah, so I need to go ahead, go make me something to eat, come back in here and write everything down. Okay, I think that's gonna be the plan. Come back in here and write everything down. They in there eating the spaghetti smells so good. Let me show y'all this real quick, and then I'm gonna get off of here. Bring me that cheese. I had filmed this yesterday, and I didn't. Like I said, I deleted the stuff so you weren't gonna see. But I did find, y'all, a cheese that is plant-based, and we ate something for the first time yesterday with the spaghetti. It's at Walmart. When I tell you, when I went to gluten and dairy free, them years I was strictly gluten and dairy free, I tried a lot of cheese. Follow Your Heart smoked Gouda was my favorite. Violife upset my stomach. Whew. Dare upset my stomach, and it don't taste the best. But oh my goodness, I found this one yesterday at Walmart and we tried it. Even the kids was like, "Ma, you gotta try that like by itself. It tastes just like regular cheese." And it's this one. The Better Goods plant-based cheddar and mozzarella shredded dairy-free cashew cheese alternative. This was about $3 and I want to say 47 cents or something like that. Certified vegan. That's one thing I learned when I do gluten and dairy free. Pretty much you ate vegan, is to look for the seal. Okay, some stuff say it's vegan and stuff and it's not certified. Even with gluten-free stuff, I look for the GF. Some stuff would say gluten-free and it wouldn't have the seal on it. Okay, so this is what it looks like. All right, that's what it looks like, and it's at Walmart. They had another different one, but I got the cheddar. And when I tell you, this tastes and it smells just like cheese. But it's cashew cheese alternative, completely dairy free. Y'all didn't have no issue at all. This is gluten free and dairy free. Okay. It has on here how to make a... Oh, Tatiana. Didn't you say you wanted me to make mac and cheese? You didn't care what kind of mac and cheese, as long as it was mac and cheese and on your plate. She said that I did. Okay, on the back of this is a baked vegan macaroni and cheese. Elbow macaroni, uncooked. You need this plant-based shredded dairy-free cheddar and mozzarella. You need 2.5 cups of dairy-free milk. Salt to taste. Oh, and black pepper, and you need a cup of plain breadcrumbs. I got that in there. And it tells you exactly how to cook and drain the macaroni. Okay, la la la. Oh, y'all, we gonna make this one. We gonna make a vegan macaroni and cheese. Notice it didn't ask for no egg. Cause some baked macaroni and cheese, you gotta have the sour cream, the cottage cheese, the egg, all that stuff. Cause I used to make it from scratch. The regular. This one, it don't call for that, and it's, I guess it's because it's vegan. So we're gonna make this one. What y'all think? Should I make this one a macaroni and cheese, dairy free macaroni and cheese? Should I make one? Oh, healthy cobbler with what? Lattice with lattice rice. What crust? Tony Reynolds. Okay, hold on. What kind of crust is that, and where can I get it from? So, should I make a macaroni and cheese, vegan macaroni and cheese? Since she wants macaroni and cheese, I think I'm going to make it with this, since this was good. And I'm going to have to stock up. Let's see the expiration date, though. Whoa! Okay. Y'all, I bought this yesterday. November 16th was yesterday. Let's play the guessing game. Then I got to get off of here. When y'all think this thing expire? When do y'all think this expire? I'll wait. When do you think this expire? I'm going to try that cheese too. Please do. It tastes really, really good. And it didn't tear up my stomach like Via Life and Dale did. Dressing from Williamson. They sold out. Get our dressing from Williamson. But they sold out in my area. Oh, wow. Cranberry sauce is simple to make. But it's the popping you have to be careful with. Okay. I used to make my own jams and jellies. So I know even when I would cook down like the berries or whatnot, and it would be hot, especially when it's do that popping like grits. So I'm guessing it's something like that with the cranberries. Let's see. La Familia said December 11th. Nope. Tico said January. Nope. Anybody else want to give it a try before I tell you when this expires? Anybody else? It was bought yesterday. March 3rd. Nope. May 4th, 2026. So you can stock up on Oronde. Here, this expires May 4th, 2026. And we bought it yesterday. Why are you looking like that?
Y'all gonna eat something one of these days?
He said we gonna eat some one of these days. How in the world did that cheese last that long? I ain't mad at it. It didn't make us sick. Yeah. May 4th, 2026. Now, like I said, I'm not no rookie when it comes to eating vegan or dairy-free or gluten-free. And normally when things are gluten-free and dairy-free stuff has a long expiration date. Because like when you buy almond milk and stuff, it has a further expiration date. Lactose-free milk have a further expiration date than the regular milk. But the dairy-free milk normally have a longer expiration date. But gluten-free stuff normally don't last as long as your regular stuff with gluten. This cheese is gluten and dairy free. And it don't expire to May 4th of 2026. If y'all like that cheese, get that cheese. Keep it in your refrigerator until probably about April. And then throw it in the deep freezer. Yeah. I didn't even look at that yesterday. Good God Almighty. This is November. 6 months. I'm going to buy some more. Girl, was good. Then lactose or dairy intolerance would kill me. I love cheese and meat. Oh, wow. Dominique, for real? Oh, my goodness. But until you cut it out and realize how good your body, because sometimes you can have sometimes a gluten or a dairy intolerance and not an allergy. And sometimes when you go to get like those dairy and those dairy allergies and tests and stuff, because I've been through it, they're not accurate if you take antihistamine. So when I went to go get my allergy tests done, they told me don't take my allergy medicine. Okay, cool. And I had read that my Pepcid AC, my medicine for my GERD, was an antihistamine. So I called the allergen doctor and I was like, look, I'm supposed to be coming to get skin tests done for allergies. And I said, they told me don't take my allergy medicine, but I do have GERD, so can I take my acid reflux? And when she came into the phone, she said, the doctor said, no, that's an antihistamine. You can't even take that. And that's when I realized that my GERD medication is a antihistamine too. That's why when I used to go to the hospital for like the GERD and stuff, one time I got rushed to the hospital for poisonous bite. They think it's some type of poison spider or something. And the first thing they gave me was a Pepcid AC. And I remember I was saying to myself, why they giving me my GERD medication for a bite? Like, it makes sense now. So if you take any of that, your test is going to be a false negative. You could have a dairy allergy, but it don't register. Sometimes if you take yourself off from it and you don't have it for like a couple of days or even a couple of weeks, and you go get those allergy tests, it's not going to register. It has to be in your system. And that is something I found out. But you could not have a dairy allergy. You could not have a dairy intolerance. You can just be sensitive to it in the way of it makes you hold water. It inflames you. Dairy inflames you. Okay? So if you're not eating a lot of anti-inflammatory foods and stuff, yeah. So if you get off from it short, now I'm not a doctor, physician, or none, I'm just telling you from my past experiences. If you get off from it and you notice you start to feel better like within a week or two, 9 times out of 10, you probably was slightly sensitive to dairy and gluten, whichever one you choose. And you'll find that you feel a lot better. Your joints and things, maybe your digestive system, everything don't present itself like a major issue, but it still can be an issue. And that's what I had to learn. So dairy allergy and intolerance are 2 different things. And you won't know until you get off from it, you know? That's how people get autoimmune disease just out the blue. They done had intolerance and stuff and didn't know it. They didn't have the allergy for it, but they had an intolerance and never knew it. So that is something that I have dealt with all my life, did not know. And then find out I have an intolerance to certain things. So keep that in mind. Sometimes we have to change. And as you get older, you can develop a dairy intolerance. You can develop a dairy allergy. You can develop a gluten intolerance. You can develop a gluten allergy. I met one lady that said she had been sick for years. She was 75 years old. And they had just found out the day before that she had a gluten allergy. No, gluten intolerance. And that she could not take gluten anymore. And it just popped up. For the last couple years, she had been, and it can happen. The body changes. So sometimes it's good to cut stuff off to see how you feel, you know. And I know when I was strictly gluten and dairy free, I felt so good. But the problem was I started dropping weight. A lot of weight. And that'll happen. Because sometimes we be big and all this, it be a lot of bloating and a lot of water weight from what we eat. So, yeah. It's the cross pie crust. Oh, not biscuit dough or cake mix. The old-fashioned peach cobbler from. Oh, okay. Got you, Tonya. Got you. That cheese has serious preserves. It's got to last that long. Yes. I know. Again, Kylie gonna come here to my excuse me. I'm finna get off, y'all. Because, like I say, I ain't ate nothing. And everybody trying to tell me to go eat. So, with that being said, I shall see y'all. We got to get back on our daily text readings, too. I shall see y'all in the next live stream. Okay, do not expect any uploads. Don't expect no uploads. I'm gonna go get me something to eat. I'm gonna get my notebook because y'all know I'm that journal planner type girl. So I'm gonna plan out. I'm gonna try to get me some thumbnails together. Okay. And go ahead and start a schedule. I need to see what all we got to do today so I can schedule in between. I'm gonna say this, and I'll say it when I do it. If I go live in a store, I may have to pause it sometime. You can still see everything, but if music is playing, I will pause it, because when I end that live, I'm not editing no music out. I'm not editing at all. So I'm gonna make it work, and try to let y'all know what's going on with as much as I can with different things like that. But yeah, all live screens like we tried before, and it worked out. But all live screens, and we'll see where it goes. Okay, let me go ahead and eat. I will talk to y'all in the next one. Wishes from. Thank you, La Familia. Well wishes from my family to yours too, honey bun. It has 2 natural preservatives. Google say. Oh, it only has 2 natural preservatives. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look and see. Tico, thank you for that. I'm gonna go in there and look at the bag and see what it say on there, because I didn't look at it yesterday. I didn't see the expiration date. I was shocked when I just looked at it with y'all. So yeah, let me get off of here. Love y'all. Thank y'all for coming in on this 3 hour and something live stream. 3 hours, almost 30 minutes. And I will talk to y'all later on, okay? Love y'all. Take care. Bye.